answer here. Jones didn't draw iron. Gonzaga, no looking pass. Little too fancy there. And dig out. Commits the foul.
Down low. Look at Calvary down. When he receives the ball again, no double team. He takes it quickly to the drop side and the open side. That is instincts. You cannot teach that type of basketball. Now watch this. On the shot, step on the with the long three. That gave him the lead. And of course, he's the one who made the pass. Calvary back inside, quick with the little jump hook shot, soft off the rim. Very nice.
At the line, Brian Vaca. Calvary is on the bench now. Vaca, 66%er, makes the first of two. Vaca, modest numbers, 4.5 points, 3.5 rebounds. A scrambler, great defensive play.
I want to get back into the Calvary thing down on the other end. Obviously, he is not in the game now, but when he gets in the game, they have to change the defense up on him every single time down court. You can't give him the same look each time.
So Casey gets a breather. The Zags lead by 3. Jermaine Forbes, number 11, in at one of the guard slots. Step. Blake Step. Oregon 4A Player of the Year as a prep. 24.5 points a game. Played for his dad. Well school fundamental.
Yeah, they enjoy that flex motion in the offense right there. They could have got a jumper anytime they wanted. They ran it to perfection. Got the elbow jumper.
Gonzaga's lead is 6. Banging his way in was Holmes, but Gonzaga all over Santa Clara now.
Still only one shot. Never a second chance in the last 4 or 5 times down court.
Gonzaga shifting into overdrive. Step again.
Somebody better get on him. Didn't you read the scouting report? The guy can shoot it.
Step has 12. He's made 4 of 6 from 3-point distance. Timeout Santa Clara. A 22-3 run for Martin Fuse, Gonzaga Bulldog. Yeah, they call them the Bulldogs too. The Zags or the Bulldogs, I'm told, is actually correct.
Look at the flex action coming up on the weak side. He can catch and shoot with anybody in this league. Right there, again, rounding to the strong side. Bang, he can finish it.
You know, last year they lost Richie Fromm, Matt Santangelo, Ryan Floyd, Axel Dance. Everybody said, what's Gonzaga going to do? Folks, this team might be better than those teams. More depth, more guys that can play. They have the shooters, and they have Dickow to distribute.
Well, I did tell you, too, that's pretty tough to stop when you look at these numbers here. When you're talking about this team being better, they're deeper, and what I like is I think they're stronger also.
Got some powerful guys. I mean, they don't have the 7-footer, but who does? But they've got a lot of 6'8", 6'9" guys that are broad.
Yes, they're not skinny guys.
Yeah. Been on the Cornhusker diet up in Spokane, Washington. 2:50 to play first half. Gonzaga is raced by Santa Clara and leads by 9. Good move. And Justin Holbrook will shoot 2. So Santa Clara having problems. Forbes picks up his first. And Holbrook. Santa Clara, a good free throwing team. Everybody shooting in the 70s somewhere. They're a 71% team.
Well, that's respectable from the free throw line on any team.
Yeah.
Well, you see what's happening to them right now is Gonzaga is pulling the defense back. They're plugging up the middle, not allowing Santa Clara to go anywhere.
I would say the pace is too fast. I know they came out hitting, and I know you say come out and play aggressive, but that pace is just, I mean, yeah, they made their shots, but now.
But it's a game of adjustment.
Okay.
You make your adjustments. Okay, your run is over.
Okay.
Now you have to do the smart thing. Slow it back down.
Slow down.
Get back into your game.
Reggie says slow down. 2:41 to go. Zags by 7. Very impressive.
I'm as impressed with their defense as I am their shooting right now. They've really just put the plug and put the stops.
Broncos led by 11 early. Gonzaga has come back. Their biggest lead has been 10 at 38-28. Forbes, step, Violet, Calvary, and Hernandez on the floor now for Gonzaga. Gonzaga opened in man-to-man, and they blew that defense right out. But when Gonzaga went to a zone, the matchup zone, that really slowed them down.
That's the point that we made earlier, and that changed the tempo of the game. Right now, what was working for him in the beginning of the game is not working. You got Jones and you got Bailey doing a lot of ball handling, doing a lot of dribbling. Right now, they need to get off the ball and get some passing, some teamwork, more guys involved in this offense.
One thing that Gonzaga likes to do, they like to have guards who can play. They don't designate point guard, off guard. They have guards. Guards can shoot, guards can dribble, step, dick out, Forbes. All of them can dribble, they can play, they can shoot.
You know what? The simple way is to say they just play basketball.
Absolutely. You remember when they used to be just guards?
Absolutely.
Jerry West, Gail Goodrich, all the way back.
Tandems.
Yeah.
They called them tandems.
Two great guards.
Oh, and I got a chance to watch them.
Who's the best guard you ever played with?
Played with?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
played with
tough.
in the backcourt.
Wow, that's a tough
All
one.
right, think about it. You don't have to give it to me now. Zags by 7. Santa Clara with a 20-11 overall record. They finished 3rd in the regular season, and Calvary will pick up the foul.
Bobby Wilkerson.
Bobby Wilkerson. Okay, former Indiana star.
He did all the rebounding and played the defense.
Yeah, and then would throw the ball to you so you could shoot.
That's
no
why
wonder
I
you
liked him so much. Why do you think I said his name?
First foul on Calvary. Ross has had a terrific tournament. Really stepped it up against Pepperdine. Boy, the Waves, they have to be sitting at home right now thinking,
what happened?
Yeah, why are we not playing in that game?
No,
they played well. They shot well. But Santa Clara got on one of those runs. As you look at Dickow, Dan Dickow started his career at Washington, University of Washington, kind of got lost in the shuffle, and then transferring down to, well, I'm not sure that's down or up there. It's up in Washington, but transferring to Spokane and becoming the leader on this Gonzaga team. You know, he's so young looking. Yeah, absolutely. He's so young looking. He looks a little like Robbie Benson. You remember the movie One on One? I mean, he's just like, Coach, put me in. Now, this kid can play, though. You're going to hear a lot of him next couple of years.
As soon as you said that, you know what I thought about, right? The car scene.
Turnovers, Gonzaga with 9, but a lot of those were early. Broncos hanging around, only down by 5, but they have to get their offense revved up.
Well, watch the offense. A lot of pounding of the ball. Not much moving from strong side to weak side with the basketball. Playing on one side of the floor. That allows the defense to set.
Holmes hits. What's the best way to attack a matchup, do you think?
Well, the best way is to break down the matchup. You have to get into the guts of the defense. Anytime you can make the defense make adjustments, you can find the open man with the driving kick.
Gord stuffs it up and in. Zach Gord, he isn't pretty, but he is effective.
I tell you what, you want to have a guy like Gord down in the low block. The guy's going to do the hard work, get the things that you don't want to do done. And of course, every now and then you got to throw the ball.
Shot is off the mark. Rebound Gord. Under 30 seconds to play in the game. And Mark Few will take timeout. Santa Clara Broncos cheerleaders, they were jacked up in the first 6 or 7 minutes. Their team came out on fire, made 7 of 8, led by 11, but Gonzaga utilizing a 16-2 run.
They're not jumping as high right now.
No, they're not getting liftoff. They were jumping like Lawndale Theus. Now they're jumping like Reggie Theus.
Oh, that hurt.
Dickow will hold for the last shot. Let's see how Brian Jones plays it. Calvary, 3 on the clock. He's got to go up. Calvary missed it, and that's the end of the first half. Calvary thought he was fouled, yelling at the refs. He won't get it. All right, at halftime, the Zags leading the Broncos by 5. Back at the Jenny Craig Pavilion, Gonzaga leading Santa Clara 40-35. Welcome back, everybody. Along with Reggie Theus, I'm Chris Marlowe. Gonzaga started a bit slowly. Santa Clara got out of the gate fast, but when Gonzaga turned up the jets, there was no stopping them.
Well, I tell you what they did is they weathered the early storm by Santa Clara, shooting the ball so well, and how they did it was a 3-point shooting up the guard.